Coffee break read The Dance Studio from Dying on the Tide, one of the short stories included in the first Di and Julia Omnibus by Jane Jago and E.M. Swift-Hook. The Navi system took them straight to the dance studio, where Julia followed Di and Bryn as they made their way to the reception desk in the cool, quiet portico. The elaborately coiffured young man behind the white and gold edifice recoiled visibly. "Members only," he snapped. Bryn stepped forward. "The sub-magistratus wants a word with Bont." The receptionist opened and closed his mouth a few times, but no sound emerged. "Sometime this week, Sonny." "Not possible. Ulysses is busy right now." "Well, unbusy him." "I don't think I can." Bryn smiled and leaned over the desk, cracking his knuckles. The receptionist swallowed audibly and then thumbed a button. "Ulysses Bont to reception, immediately, please." Bryn rewarded him with a wolfish grin. "Now you're being sensible. Got somewhere we can talk uninterrupted?" They were soon ensconced in a pleasant room, which Julia was delighted to find came complete with beverages and cake. It wasn't long before they were joined by a lean man wearing a sardonic expression. "You wanted me, Dominus," he said, a waspish bite to his tone. Di looked him up and down slowly. "I think 'wanted' is an exaggeration." Bont coloured, but Julia could see he wasn't brave enough to argue with a man whose blue eyes were as bleak as a winter morning. Bont shut his mouth and cast down his gaze. "Better? Now, talk to me about Tales from the Mabinogion." "What?" Bont looked up in surprise. "The dance troupe?" "Yes." "We were contracted for a 3-month school tour, then disbanded." He met Di's stare defiantly for a moment, then looked at Julia. She schooled her expression to stone. Something in her face seemed to get to him, though, and he sighed. "OK, it was more than a bit odd. We were paid well over the going rate, and our paymasters were a bit creepy. Too interested in kids. Always girls, and always the petite ones. Not that I ever saw them actually do anything. I'd have reported them if they had." He broke off for a moment, as if thinking about what had happened. "You have to understand, they really weren't the sort of people you question, but..." "But indeed. Do you have any names?" "There were 2 of them. A couple of men called themselves Smith. Can I ask what you think they have done?" 11 of those girls have gone missing." "Oh, no. Please, no." Bont looked truly sick. "Look, I don't know much that could help you. I really wish I did. That's just horrible." He broke off, shaking his head, as if trying to deny it. Then he looked up directly at Di. "Except that there's this female dancer. I never liked her. Her name is Katya Sesney. She was right in with the Smiths, and she is still working in Viriconium." "Where?" "A night spot, the Scarlet Letter. She's cage dancing now, calls herself Libretia." Julia spoke for the first time. "Thank you," she said softly.